The USA and Australia are both English-speaking countries that share a deep commitment to democracy, freedom and human rights, which form the bedrock of their societies. Both nations have rich histories of immigration, leading to diverse and multicultural populations. However, despite the many shared values, historical ties, and tight political alliances on the global stage, there are also major differences which are often surprising. In this video, we'll take you through the top 10 differences between the USA and Australia. Number 1. Population size. While Australia is similar in size to continental USA, the USA has a population of 346 million, dwarfing Australia's population of 27 million. This means the USA has a population roughly 13 times larger than Australia. Number 2. Political systems. The USA is a federal republic with a president as the head of state. Australia is a federal parliamentary democracy with the British monarch as the head of state. Number 3. Voting. Both countries are democracies where the government is formed by representatives elected by the people. While the right to vote is considered a democratic freedom that millions of people around the world wish they had, Australians do not get a choice. Any Australian refusing or otherwise failing to vote in federal, state or territory, or local government elections, without a reasonable excuse, will face consequences including being fined, or prosecuted in court, if the fine is not paid. In the USA, voting is completely voluntary. Number 4. Units of measurement. In the 1960s, Australia, along with most countries in the world, moved to the metric system for measurements. The United States is the only major country to continue using the customary system of measurement, also called the US customary system. The customary system developed from the British imperial system before the United States became an independent country, and was standardized in 1832 across the United States and US territories. Number 5. Firearms. The USA enshrines the right to bear arms in its constitution, allowing individuals to possess and carry weapons. With an estimated 433 million guns owned by civilians in 2020, the ownership rate is the highest in the world, by far. Most gun owners view their right to own guns as essential to their freedom and self-protection. On the other hand, Australia enforces some of the world's strictest gun control laws, aimed at curbing gun ownership and enhancing public safety. Despite the strict gun control laws, the number of firearms remains significant. In 2023, the estimated number of registered firearms in civilian possession in Australia was just under 4 million. Number 6. Healthcare. In Australia, there is a universal publicly funded healthcare system that is available to every Australian citizen and permanent resident. In the USA, healthcare is largely a private enterprise. While there are private healthcare in Australia as well, overall healthcare costs are generally much higher in the USA than in Australia. Number 7. Driving. In the US, the steering wheel is on the left side of the vehicle, and cars drive on the right side of the road. Conversely, in Australia, the steering wheel is on the right side, and vehicles drive on the left side of the road. Number 8. Work culture. In Australia, there is a strong emphasis on work-life balance, while in the USA, there is a stronger focus on working hard and achieving success. Australians tend to have a more laid-back attitude towards time, often arriving late or rescheduling meetings without much notice. Americans, on the other hand, place a high value on punctuality and are more likely to view being late as disrespectful or unprofessional. Number 9. Spelling. The spelling differences between the USA and Australia stem from historical influences and linguistic evolution. American English, heavily influenced by Noah Webster's 19th century dictionary, often simplifies British spellings. For example, color versus color, realize versus realize, aluminium versus aluminium, and center versus center. In contrast, Australian English retains many British spellings due to its colonial history. Despite these differences, both forms of English are mutually intelligible. In fact, American English has become a dominant form of the language in many parts of the world, and amongst the younger generation. This is largely thanks to its widespread literary exports. From classic novels to contemporary bestsellers, American literature has had a significant influence on the English language worldwide. Number 10. Date order. In the US, the month is written first, then followed by the day and year. This aligns with the way Americans commonly speak dates, such as July 4, 1776. In Australia, the day is written first, then followed by the month and year, which is the format used in many other countries around the world. So as you can see, while the USA and Australia are the closest of friends at many levels, many Americans are often surprised when they visit Australia. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please leave a comment or give a thumbs up and remember to hit subscribe.